On October 31st, 1976, an era came to an end. The great vaudeville entertainer, Cyril St. John, almost completely forgotten and entirely dead, was laid to rest.
Daddy never liked Cyril. No, not in the least, no. And in fact, when Cyril was only a baby, Daddy once took Cyril and put him in a paper bag and threw him in the river. I believe it was his intent to drown Cyril. But somehow or another, Cyril managed to escape the bag and make it to shore, and Daddy, quite despite himself, was heard to remark, "That boy's really got something." He still never liked Cyril, but after that there was respect.
The man once known to millions worldwide simply as the escapist began his career modestly in the early 30s. This early newsreel footage shows him performing one of his most celebrated feats, the escape from the large wet paper bag. But the thrill-hungry audiences of the 30s were not easily satisfied.
Transatlantic news. The escapist, testing the limits of humanity.
Mr. Mayor, would you please attest as to the authenticity of this straight jacket?
Yes. To the best of my knowledge as mayor, I would have to say that this appears to be a completely authentic straitjacket of the type used in our own humanely run insane asylums. And, Mr. St. John, may I say that you would have to be insane to attempt this daring stunt.
We shall see, Your Honor. May I now please be raised into the air?
Into hours. The hours became days. The days stretched into weeks. Although Cyril struggled on gamely, it was all too apparent that the great escapist had finally met his match.
1941 found America racing to war, and the public quickly lost interest in daredevils. Cyril, no longer in the spotlight, was quick to enlist to serve his country. After being wounded a record 276 times, Cyril returned to America as an honored war hero, and he was given his own show in the new medium of television.
Hey, Dad! Yes, Ronnie?
Do you think I could borrow the car tonight?
Well, I don't know, Ronnie.
Aw, come on. It's not like you're going to be using it.
Why, I ought to...
Yeah, as if you could. See you, boss.
The great thing about TV in the old days was that it was live. You got one shot at it and anything could happen. Somebody'd forget a line, break a prop. Hell, he might even have gotten out of that damn thing. You never knew.
Fit to be Tied ran from 1950 to 1958, when, according to network executives, despite the addition of a monkey to the cast, the premise just ran out of steam. Several unsuccessful films followed. Bound to Serve was the tale of a Mountie bringing law and order to the Canadian Northwest. Although considered to be his best film, it was also considered to be terrible. 20 minutes after its release, Cyril announced his retirement from show business. Many years of isolation followed. Unable to cope with life out of the public eye, Cyril St. John, the escapist, lapsed into mental illness and was institutionalized.
Now, in the early 70s, something strange and wonderful happened. The old kinescopes of Fit to be Tied were rerun all over America, and a whole new generation was being turned on to Cyril St. John. This, of course, led to the famous Carnegie Hall appearance in '74.
Lydia, oh Lydia, say, have you met Lydia? Lydia, that's oh, Lydia, 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 that's lady.
That was to be the escapist's last public appearance, but for one.